Eating Soup Alone is a podcast hosted by me, Christopher Crumley, and co-hosted by Nicholas Johnson. We try our best to ramble incoherently about a handful of movies at least once a week. Has anything happened recently?
Like in my life or in general, or?
I don't know. I don't have a cold open this week or anything like that.
Damn.
So,
You should have let me know. I would have thought of one.
Yeah. Yeah, when's the last time you had the cold open?
Been a long time.
Yeah.
Been a long, long time.
Well, anyways.
My wife's leaving me.
Is that true?
No, I don't have a wife.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I would say that, and then I would come up with a joke afterwards. Like it would just.
You
come
thought
to
you'd
me.
find the punchline?
I thought I'd find the cold open, but I didn't. I couldn't.
Okay, this part probably won't make the podcast.
Okay, yeah, sure.
But, I'm sure you... Well, this is topical. Maybe it will make the podcast. Did you see Rob Schneider's set?
No, you sent it to me, and I couldn't bring myself to watch it.
You didn't watch any of it?
I didn't watch any of it.
You have to watch it.
Okay.
It is the... It's 6 minutes of a man bombing. But it's like... And someone says it in the comments. Tim Heidecker did that, like, special where he's playing a character the whole time.
I
and
constantly see people talking about Rob Schneider and comparing him to
Yeah, I saw a woman do a whole video essay on it.
About did she go into his TV show too?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
She might have.
Then yeah, I think I watched the same one.
But yeah, basically where she was saying like Rob Schneider's basically the character that he's
playing. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the thing is like it's just like he's just wandering around. He just looks like that Tim Robinson skit where he's like, "But I never talk." You know? It's a fucking joke. You know? But and he's just like, yeah, anyways, goddamn liberals are gay, and then like nobody laughs or whatever, and he's like, so I think is that Eric Johnson back there? Eric. Yeah, it's got to be him. And like he's just bombing, and then like he'll say a joke, nobody really laughs, and he's like, anyways, I think there's like 3 guys that are gonna come up after this. We're gonna do like a Q&A. You guys want to do that now? You want to do it later? Okay. And then I'll just go back into like a terrible.
Goddamn.
It's so bad.
Do you want to do it later? That's so tough.
And the reason why I bring it up, this is the part that I was like, this makes the podcast. Whatever. Fuck him. But Norm Macdonald, rest in peace. Someone pointed out that like of the whole Sandler crew, like the only one who never made it on his podcast was Rob Schneider. He doesn't seem to like Rob Schneider. He never talks about it, but there is this one clip from Conan where they're all sitting up there promoting like Grown Ups 2 or something like that.
Yes, I was just going to bring that up.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
Well, then I don't need to do the bit. If you haven't, anybody who's listening, they're like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? Type in Conan, Norm Macdonald, Rob Schneider. I'm sure that'll probably come up. So good luck. And unless you have something to add, do you have something to add?
No, I feel like Rob Schneider's whole bit every time I've seen him in anything is that he's doing a funny voice.
Oh yeah, that's another really cringy moment in the clip. Is at one point, like I think the person is heckling him.
Yes, they should.
I could be wrong, but I think they're like, "You can do it" or something. You know, like,
classic.
Yeah, because he's momming, so I think they're trying to encourage him. You know what I'm saying? That's what maybe I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, movies.
We watched them.
We did. You picked Suspiria?
You picked Suspiria.
I picked Suspiria. You picked Possession.
Yes.
Is there one that you'd like to talk about first?
We should start with Suspiria so you can sit on Possession a little bit.
Why do I need to do that?
Because dear listener, I showed up here.
And you heard me.
Chris's partner was just like, yeah, Chris is finishing Possession. Give him a minute.
Yeah. With all due respect to Possession, I owe it more watches not broken into like 2 or 3 different parts.
I get that, yeah.
But I was very busy this week. I started a new job. So Suspiria. 1977, I believe.
1977, directed by
Dario Argento.
Perfect. Music by
Goblin.
Who
also did
what?
Dawn of the Dead.
Oh.
Soundtrack for Dawn of the Dead.
My favorite part of this movie is the opening credits. So this is Music LN Goblin.
Yeah, it's good. So have you seen a Dario joint before?
I don't believe I have.
Are you familiar with Dario?
Of course I am.
Did you see the Mia Goth 2018 version?
I did not.
Did you have what were your preconceived notions of Suspiria? What was give me some background here.
What I've known about Suspiria before I saw it, it's a movie that my good friend Chris likes quite a bit, and I know it looks really good, and a lot of people really like it. And it's one of them Italian movies, and that's about it.
Yeah.
and also that they remade it, and people don't mind the remake,
Yeah.
which is rare.
10,000 foot view. You just finished it. What?
Oh, Chris, I loved Suspiria.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a blast.
Yeah.
Again, just I feel this way with so many movies that we watch made before 1990.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, it's insane that stuff's just allowed to look like this and it doesn't. You know?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, there were a couple of times. We'll talk about it more with Possession, but there were a couple of times early in that film where like the way that like the camera was following movement, that I was like, man, I feel like I've seen this in some modern films, but just not necessarily done as well. There's just something so like about this that's just like, mwah.
Oh yeah.
But
it's also I believe Technicolor, which doesn't exist anymore, so I don't think anything can look this way anymore.
Could be talking out my ass, but I think this was like one of the last Technicolor movies or something. I think I'd heard that before or something. I don't know.
I think I remember reading. I should have wrote this down, but I think I remember hearing that.
If there's anything we get wrong in this podcast, it is April Fool's Day, so
Everything was exactly.
We're not wrong.
It's a
You're
big,
just an idiot.
A big joke, a big prank. We got
you fool.
But apparently, like Dario Argento asked a place that developed Technicolor to stay open longer so that he could finish this movie.
Nice.
Like not go out of business.
Right,
so that
right.
He could make this finish making this movie.
Yeah.
So that's how down to the wire this was on
Pretty sweet.
Technicolor. Yeah.
So I had said a couple of things to you in text. I'm curious how you felt about them. At one point, I said that it's kind of like Italian Evil Dead.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying? Or
yes,
is that...
you were dead on. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. You also said it's an Italian anime, which I liked quite a bit because it really is. Chris, I was so confused when I started this movie. I was like just bitching up a storm to my partner. I was like,
"Oh, are we watching the sub or the dub?" I was like, "Who are you watching? A Crunchyroll? Like, where did you find this movie?"
Because I was watching it because I you can't rent this movie anywhere.
Okay.
I wanted to pay $3.99 to rent it somewhere, but you have to watch it on Tubi.
Yeah. Are you hearing that, the economy?
Yeah. Let me pay you for Suspiria. And so I had to watch it on Tubi, and I'm always so used to, like, you know, when you watch something on a streaming service or whatever, it's like just the version that they have, which not often, but occasionally isn't like the preferred version for most people.
Sure.
So I assumed the version on Tubi, the free streaming app, would have been the dubbed English version.
I hear you.
Because everything in me thought
You would have bet every dollar.
I would have bet every dollar I had that this movie was front to back Italian.
Yeah.
And then I'm watching it, and these voices are clearly overdubbed,
Yeah.
and I'm looking at their mouths. I'm like, everyone's speaking English,
Yeah.
but these aren't their voices.
It happens often in like Italian American, like multicultural, like productions like that. Mm-hmm. Usually because, at least my assumption was that like someone in the movie is speaking Italian or something.
Okay.
But I don't think anyone is. But at the same time, the dubbing gives it this really cool dreamy quality. I personally, like, I get that it can be out of place in the larger context, but I like the way that there are some movies that do this. This is not the only movie to be almost entirely dubbed, but movies that are dubbed more often than not just have like kind of a dreamy, like, it reminds me of like anime. Like, it's part of that. I don't know, it's just got that kind of vibe to it. But
fun fact: most of the Bond girls in like all the James Bond movies are dubbed for some reason.
Okay. So,
remind me, Chris, when we talk about the next movie, I'll have another fun James Bond fact for you.
Oh, James Bond fact. I'll write that down.
Here's a bonus James Bond fact for you.
Yeah.
I watched Casino Royale the other day.
How was it?
I loved it.
Did you see it for the first time?
No, I've seen it before.
Oh, okay.
But I probably haven't seen it in.
We got some more Bonds to watch one day.
Ooh, we sure do.
And Saw X to watch.
Oh, we sure don't.
Yeah. Suspiria, Possession. I'm gonna write down James Bond fact. I would put this up there with The Fog as far as movie looks go. Like, this is one of my favorite. Like, if someone was asking me like what are some of your favorite like movies just from like how they be looking, you know, like this, whatever. It's just what a palette.
Oh yeah, it's
what a
beautiful.
feast for the eyes. It's like going to Golden Corral for my eyeballs. It's a terrible way to put it, but.
What is your experience with this movie, Chris? When's the first time you saw it?
It's just one of those movies where I wish I had more to say, but it's just, you know, like you said. I mean, I've been hearing people talk about Suspiria my whole life. And yeah, I saw it on like Tubi for free one time, and I was like, what the fuck? And now I've seen it, you know, like 3, 4, 5 times or something. And I like it, you know. They make a lot of noise over there. The damn noise factory.
Yeah, sorry.
Noise king.
All my coins are falling out of my pockets.
My priceless coin collection.
Okay, so first note I have written down about this movie.
Yeah.
Bully. Just the soundtrack.
Oh.
Just Rockstar's
Yeah.
Bully. There's only 2 songs in this movie, but every time they play, I'm like...
It also reminds me of The Exorcist.
Yes.
Theme.
Yeah.
Which comes after this, right? Or
I don't know.
The Exorcist is before? You look it up. So, main character, Susie. She's an American ballet. Rena.
Exorcist was way before this, yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad. She's an American ballerina, and she is going to Germany.
No, okay, go on. Sorry. No, don't go on. I'm going to interrupt you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, why...
You said go on like you had already interrupted me.
Now, why do the witches have a dance school?
I don't know.
Okay, I was hoping I missed something. I wasn't really, but I was just...
Yeah. It's a fine observation. Because it's one of those things where you don't need the answer for it, but it is also like,
My headcanon, I guess, was or is, you just have a school full of girls. That's a school full of potential witches, But it seems like at every step, everyone who runs a school is like, kill the kids. We don't want any of them anymore.
Yeah. The Tanz Academy. Prestigious school. Yeah. First shot, or first sequence, I guess, whatever you want to call it. First scene. Some people call them scenes. Is airport. Susie's landed. Mm-hmm. And you get this really cool thing I like, where like when the camera is on her, you're hearing the theme song, and then it cuts to the doors, and it's nothing. It's just like the sound of airport, like, and then it cuts back to her, and it's the theme song. Great. Just, first couple notes were just like sound design out of this world, And then, also I wrote down that the, ADR dreamy stuff, and then I wrote down, the thing about how great this movie looks. Even really quick, after she hops in the cab to go to the Tanz Academy, there's the scene where she's driving through the woods. Yeah. And just the cab driving through, like, the bare trees. I was like, this looks so fucking cool. Like, what the fuck? So anyways, Susie gets there. It's pouring. And there's, like, a lady, like, being like, I'm getting out of here. Blue flower. Secrets. Yeah. Very Lynch with the blue flower. Yes. Two movies here that I think are very much so of the same ilk as the Lynch. So. Yeah, there's the Lynch thing. Yeah. Then she's told to go away from the school.
I laughed out loud, like a good guttural laugh out of me when the person on the buzzer goes, "I don't know you. Go away."
Yeah, it reminds me of probably my favorite laugh in Pulp Fiction, which is kind of a crazy cut. I haven't thought about this in fucking years, but when John Travolta calls his drug dealer and is like, I got fucking, Marcellus Wallace's wife OD, and I'm like you need to help me to come. And then midway through the call, after like, no, don't fucking bring an OD and bitch over here. He's like, are you calling me on a cellular phone? I don't know you. Who is this? Wrong number. Like, and then immediately after he hangs up, with like one continuous shot, I feel like he gets up from his seat and then walks to the front door and watches John Travolta slam into the side of his house. It's great. That'd be a fun movie to revisit for the podcast, perhaps. Because I feel like it's one of those films that like has things like that in it, which is like just bread and butter, great Quentin Tarantino, but it's like right in that sweet spot of like, for some reason, people aren't that nostalgic for it yet, but I know it's coming. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
The posters just started disappearing from dorm rooms, probably.
Same thing with like, hey, I called it. Family Guy coming back.
I was gonna say you're usually on it with these.
But it's just one of those things where everything has that cycle where it's like really cool, gets kind of overexposed, and then it dies down for maybe 10 or 15 years, and then suddenly people are like, hey, you remember that thing we all did? And everybody's like, yeah, I do remember that thing we all did.
Yeah.
And nobody talks about how embarrassed they were about it forever,
I have one of those that I'm really proud of.
What's that?
In 2019,
I
said, hey guys, you know what I think's coming back around?
Huh?
Saying jacking off instead of jerking off. I think that's going to be funnier. And people are like,
yeah, jacking off really
people
is
were trying to burn
back,
me at the stake about that. I was like, it's coming. You'll see.
Yeah. Ben Bellmore called the mullet.
He sure did.
Yeah,
He
I had
sure
that.
did.
I had that like in my phone. Like we were walking around like Lakeside, which is a fucking mall that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, rest in peace.
And he was like, put it. He said something like that. Within like 5 years, the mold's coming back or something like that. And I was like, I'll put it in my phone. I'll put it on a 5-year. And I had that reminder for like 5 years. And and then like 2018, it like went off. And I was like, you're goddamn right. Every friend I have has a mullet right now.
Your focus off. You look up. You're in the trollplex. You're like,
Yeah.
oh god.
Motherfuckers still got mullets. Do you know who Clavicular is?
Ooh, it sounds familiar. Oh, the
Looks Maxing?
the looks Mexican guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
He's in trouble right now because he shot an alligator to death on live stream, I
he
guess.
really did.
I don't know if that's true or if that was an April Fool. I watched a video. I feel like it happened. But AI is a thing.
Dude, I'm in a group chat with some people,
Yeah.
including my partner,
Yeah,
and love her to death.
sure.
But my partner is a 60-year-old woman.
Yeah. Oh,
someone in the
I
group-
know where we're going, yeah.
And someone in the group chat said, I'm just gesture maxing. And my partner went, what does that mean? And I went, I don't
have time.
I couldn't even begin to explain this to you.
Yeah. Long story short, I have never seen a Channel 5 documentary before, or interview or whatever you want to call them. But the clavicular one did come across my thing. I was like, I'm going to watch this one. Mainly because I feel like the clavicular thing and the discourse I was seeing around it has enough overlap with like my interest in like just like psychology.
Yeah.
Like watching, if you were to look at my YouTube history, a lot of it would be like a Scottish white guy reviewing rap albums and a lot of white dudes talking about horror movies. And then the third thing you'd see is like a lot of like just those YouTube channels that like break down crime scene fucking interrogation room footage, like JCS Criminal Psychology. Or there's this other guy named Andrew what the fuck is it?
Anthony Fantano.
Built? The fuck is the guy? I think I'm mixing it up with fucking the American Pie kid. Can't remember his
Jason
name.
Bigg?
Maybe. Who's Vanderbeek? He died. Vanderbeek died.
James Vanderbeek. Yeah, he's the
or he's dying?
No, he died.
He died.
He's the one guy from
Andrew Vandervaart? Maybe Vandervaart? Maybe Andrew Vandervaart? Anyways, whatever. So clavicular.
Are
I
we
watched
60
it.
years old?
Maybe.
James Vanderbeek is from, I want to say Ocean's 11, but that's the George Clooney movie.
He's from Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek.
This
yes.
is a bad podcast.
Yeah, sorry.
There's two guys being like, "What's that shit?" No, so clavicular. One of the funniest comments I saw, because I did watch most of the interview and it was funny, but someone was like, Andrew is soul mocking this like non-human being basically, because like it's just the whole time. In all sincerity, I don't think he's doing a bit or whatever. Like the guy's trying to explain to him he's like, would you ever go on a date with a girl just because you like her, kind of a thing? And he's like, yeah, I just don't understand what would be the point if you're not like live streaming or something like that. Because his whole thing is that like you should look as good as you can, not to attract other like partners, but because like it leads to success. So like everything is geared towards success. And he's a woman hater also. And it is very much on the right. It's a right wing thing, for sure. But he's like one of those people he's like looks maxing is apolitical. My dick and balls. But anyways, back to the find a girl thing. He's like, what's the ROI on that or whatever? Because he says like basically, don't you want to like settle down and have like a kid and like whatever? And after he says the settle down with a girl and like have a kid, he's like, what's the ROI on that? And Andrew's literally like, ROI, what is that? He's like, return on investment. And he's like, and then I think Andrew tries to meet him halfway by saying like, oh, maybe you raise like a Tiger Woods or something. He can take care of you when you're old. And then like clavicular tries to flip it on and be like, oh, what, taking advantage of your kids or whatever. But anyways, long story short, I watched that. Has nothing to do with the movie. Suspiria.
The wallpaper in this movie is insane.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it right now. That's
yeah.
Every single.
Even the doors, like the windows on the door, looking like Lord of the Rings. Or
I've been helping my partner redo some bits of her house.
She's like, why does the back room look like Suspiria?
We've been painting walls and putting up wallpaper.
Kitchen
and
normal,
stuff
living
like
room normal, back room Suspiria.
We put up wallpaper and we almost broke up because it's so tough.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this whole movie. I'm like, all this wallpaper is velvet. How do you do that? Like, you got to put glue on the wall, and how do you not get glue on the velvet? It's crazy.
Yeah, just run me through things you liked, things you saw. What's up?
I love, like you said, the whole dreamy vibe of this movie.
Yeah.
And how, as it goes, like, things are getting, like, piecemeal doled out to you, and you're slowly figuring out here and there what's going on and what everyone at the school is doing. With the exception of about 4 or 5 times, the wind will just go witch. So there's no real mystery to this movie at all.
Yeah.
And I for the whole night I couldn't stop just going witch. It's so fucking funny.
The lady from the beginning gets stabbed, and then she gets thrown through the fucking apartment building skylight.
She sees two spooky eyes out the window.
Yeah, great, classic.
And then you like by the end of the movie, we don't know who the killer is in this movie. It was presumably a witch.
One of the witches, maybe. Yeah.
But yeah, it's so gnarly.
Yeah.
I feel like we talk about this all the time, but the close up of her heart before it gets stabbed, and then it does get stabbed, looks so fake.
Yeah.
So clearly just like clay.
Yeah.
And it works so well. I don't know what it is, but just seeing something that I'm like, I know physically what that would feel like if I touched it.
Yeah.
And so to know it's a heart and to see it get stabbed just got me in my heart, like physically. Like, and then like her getting her neck slashed and stuff like that. Ooh, it works so well.
There's a couple of oddballs running around. There's the piano-playing blind gentleman.
There's that little boy.
There's the little boy, which is very Lynchian.
He's my favorite character in this movie.
And then there's also the tall guy who doesn't speak the same language as everybody else.
Yes.
Who had halitosis, stinky breath, so he had all of his teeth removed.
Uh-huh.
Crazy.
He has a shaved head with a wig on top of it, for sure. There's the lady who runs the place, Mrs. Blanc, I believe.
Yeah, Madame Blanc. She's the deputy headmistress.
Yes.
Miss Tanner's the head instructor. She's the one that's like, anyways, I already had all of your things brought inside, and if you want,
And she in the first scene she's in, when she leaves, she says "Toodaloo."
Yeah,
that got a good chuckle out of me.
There you go.
No one says "Toodaloo" anymore.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I think we gotta bring it back into the lexicon.
Yeah.
And then
just like jagging off.
The directress is the old witch.
Yeah.
Whose name is something.
We'll find out later.
And then, okay, let's see. I have it pulled up here. She goes in to meet all the other girls, and they're like, "You want to buy some shoes?" And she's like, "No, thank you."
Then she does that thing where she arranges sleeping arrangements outside of the school, but then like they're like, "Don't worry, you can stay here for even less money." And the lady that you paid money, she's coming back, and she's just gonna give you your money back, and you're gonna stay here.
And she's like, "Oh, I thought it'd be nice if I stayed with her." And they went, "Okay, fine."
Yeah.
And the other woman's like, "You're very stern. You really, when you have your mindset to something, you're not changing." And I'm like, "No, she's not. She just said, 'Oh, I thought this would be okay.'" And everyone freaked out on her.
Then she gets sick in class, and they're like, "You better stay here."
Yes.
She's like faintish.
That weird doctor's there is like, "Yeah, drink all this blood." And then he shoots her
good
with
for
something.
the blood. Yeah.
Love it.
This is good for the blood, yeah.
And he shoots her with something. I love
serums.
Love that in this movie, whenever they turn off the lights, a colored light turns on.
Yeah.
It looks so good. It's so like.
You know, it's a movie that looks very bad.
Good. What's that?
I think it's called Mousetrap.
With Nathan Lane.
Look up Mousetrap. No, from like 2025, maybe. I think it's Mousetrap. Maybe I'm tripping. Is there a movie called Mousetrap?
It's Mousetrap from 2024.
Yeah.
It's the one with Mickey Mouse in it.
Yeah.
Did you watch this?
I did not.
It's Alex's 21st birthday, and she's stuck at an amusement arcade on a late shift, so her friends decide to surprise her, but a masked killer dressed as Mickey Mouse decides to play a game.
Would you ever watch a movie like that for the podcast?
I would. I'd rather not, but I would.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, those look.
And again, this has nothing to do with Suspiria, but there was a huge trend last couple of years of like, oh hey shit, Mickey Mouse is going into the public domain. Like, let's make a horror movie out of it. They did with
Winnie the Pooh.
They did it with Winnie the Pooh. They did it with The Grinch. They did it. The Grinch isn't even, I don't think, given public access. I think that was like the first one that did it without even like really. It's called The Mean One. You can look it up if you like. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's called The Mean One. And then there's Mousetrap, and there's Steamboat Willie, which is another one where they turn him
just Mickey. Oh, sorry, go on.
They turn him into he's like a rat, like he's like actually a creature. And then they have a Popeye one.
Fun.
A Popeye one where he's a killer. I think whatever. So, long story short, as soon as you're talking about lights, I've seen a couple of shots from it and people ripping on it because it's like, it's colored, but you can literally see the $20 like Amazon like strip of like LED streamer like just in the shot. Like it's not even.
That.
So the thing with this film is it's poop from a butt certified. It's shit from an ass is what it really is. It's the whole concept is that like the manager of the arcade where this quote unquote birthday you're talking about, 23rd birthday is happening. He's like in the back room watching Steamboat Willie, and he like steps on a cable as like some water gets spilled on or something like that, and then the next thing you know he puts on a fucking Steamboat Willie mask and starts killing everybody while dressed like fucking Kevin Smith because he's got a fucking jersey on. What are you watching over there?
A movie called Mousetrap with Snoop Dogg in it. That's just on YouTube. I think it's a different movie. I was really excited because I thought Snoop Dogg was in this movie that you're speaking of.
We'll get away from all this.
Sorry.
And also Nathan Lane, cool guy. Seems like.
Yeah.
Funny guy.
He's in a movie with something about a mouse.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a bunch of maggots.
Yeah, he's in a movie about a mouse. Stuart Little. He voices the cat.
Okay. Right.
Anyways, back to Suspiria.
Back to Suspiria.
Yeah, looks great. We said it a million times.
There's a bunch of maggots.
Oh, yeah, the maggots everywhere. Yeah, it's just like one of those things where like the movie is so pleasant and then just like something like that happens. Like, to jump forward a little bit, I mean, like, there's the dance class. She gets sick. She passes out. There's the maggot thing where they fall from the ceiling, which makes it so that, oh, yeah, they're like, oh, we ordered some food from someone and we put it in the attic and I guess it must have been spoiled. We're going to have to get our money back from that because they really burned us on that. How about everybody sleep in the giant room with like a canopy kind of thing around them together? So strange, but again, it's like dream logic stuff.
Yes. Especially because it's like, really? You're telling me the maggots got all the way to the secret witch room where the evil witch sleeps in, so she has to sleep in here too? It's crazy. Yeah. But also, that scene is so good where they hear the snoring.
Yes. And there's like some scenes, where like they're like they keep trying to like the one girl Sarah or whatever keeps trying to wake Susie up and be like, Sarah or Susie, I hear it again. And she's like, she's out.
I love that Sarah. That's her friend's name. Yeah,
I think
is arguably like
the main character.
Would traditionally be the main character in this movie. Yeah, so much is happening to her. Yeah, while Susie is just like half awake for most of this until she is forced into the lead character role. But We'll get there when we get there, sorry.
Next day, Daniel, the pianist, is fired abruptly because apparently his, like, seeing eye dog bit the little boy Albert.
Yeah.
Which is just a funny sentence also. Like, I don't know why, like, the seeing eye dog biting Albert is funny to me. Or just the German Shepherd biting Albert is... I don't know why. Anyways. Then he's stalked while walking through the plaza at night with his dog. And his dog kills on him and rips his throat out.
During the scene, my partner's cat Nato loves TV, loves watching the TV.
Yeah.
This scene started happening. She's immediately interested in this dog losing its mind.
Yeah.
And then when it starts attacking him, she like sits up a little bit. My partner Ryan goes jokingly went, "Don't watch," and put her hand in front of her face, and she went, and she like kept moving her hand in front of her, and she's like, "No, like." And it was so strange because she like had this look on her face that was just like,
I need to see this.
Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Like I didn't know we were allowed to do that. It was crazy.
This cat perched up. That can't even be comfortable.
What are you looking at?
You want to see how my other cat Astro does it?
I'd love to.
This is how Astro be doing. He'll literally sit like this for hours.
Hell yeah.
It's respectable. Anyways, so that happens. And then the next night, I think, or next morning, or whatever, Susie, what is it? It's like, what's that? Something about, like, doesn't her friend tell her, like, hey, I'm the one that told you to go away?
Yes, they're swimming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're swimming in that little pool. Then, what is it? It's like, oh, God. Oh, my God. The scene with the fucking razor wire stuff. I know personally it's not actually razor wire, but, like, the implication is enough to just be like, oh. For me.
That's what really drove home the, like, dream logic of this movie to me.
Yeah.
Like, this movie's, like, a lot of people say, like, oh, this movie's like a nightmare, but I think that's what, like, this specifically, this scene
it's
is
like
what
Freddy
makes this
Krueger
movie,
type stuff.
is what makes it a nightmare. Yeah, because like there's a guy like trying to open the lock, but like it's happening for way too long.
Yeah.
And she very carefully gets up into that way too high window, and then
Yeah.
she gets up and she goes, "All right, gonna jump down." And then she goes, "Oh no, it's the barbed wire room."
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. And that's the thing is like we've talked about this before. Not to segue into my favorite topic, but That's the kind of thing I want to see in a Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah,
Because that's fucking like terrifying.
yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why I like the second one so much, because so many of the nightmares are just like... Also, I like when Freddy does stuff to himself, like when he rips his head off. He's like, I've got the brain. It's good. Anyways, whatever.
And I like when he says stuff like, "Help yourself, fucker."
It's good. It's good. And, probably said it before on the podcast, but Tim Robinson should play him. So, that would be...
I don't know if you've ever said that. That'd be so
perfect.
good.
Yeah. He looks like that motherfucker.
He does. He does.
I wish I could find the picture of this like this one YouTube channel I found where this guy mostly talks about shit that relates to like the actual like mask making and all that, whatever that trade is. But he has a bust. Oh, right here. You gonna tell me that? You know what I'm saying? Be perfect.
Yeah, I see
You
it.
see it? You know?
I see it. Well, I said yes. You didn't have to hold it further away.
What do you think of this one? It's a AI image of a monkey grilling. You not feeling that one?
No, I can't say I am. I'm sorry.
Anyways, so after that, there's some other stuff like Susie, the headmistress, River Tanner, the instructor, whatever, tells her that Sarah ran away, which she didn't. I think she fell into the razor wire. Correct.
Correct. And then she calls someone who knows Susie or Sarah,
Yeah.
and it's a doctor in a green jacket.
Yeah.
And it's this. I don't know why I'm even bringing this up, but he's played by a man named Udo Kier.
Okay.
Kier. I believe he passed away this year.
Rest in peace.
But I know him because he was going to be in OD, which is the game being made by Kojima and Jordan Peele.
Okay.
And I can't really find anything that he was in other than this. And I love thinking about Kojima seeing this movie and seeing this guy in the scene for 10 seconds and going, gotta get that guy.
Track him down. Find him. That is good. So then he talks with this man. She talks with this man about witches and the occult.
Yes.
This is the guy that basically does the lore dump or whatever.
Actually, no, he's not. He goes, I gotta go talk to this other guy.
Okay, so this other guy does the lore dump. And he tells her all about the occult and witches and how, like, a coven of witches needs a head witch, and without it, the coven will perish. Right?
Mm-hmm.
She returns to the school and apparently finds out that everyone is left to attend a ballet.
Oh, Chris, I'm so sorry. My apologies to Udo Kier. He is the head, like, boardroom vampire in the first Blade. How could I forget?
Ah. That's maybe even where Kojima saw him.
Gotta be.
So,
I don't know. Kojima knows ball. He probably saw him here.
He might have. Then she starts putting together all the stuff that all the clues she's accumulated at this point. She, like, starts counting footsteps and remembering the fucking blue flower stuff from earlier. And watch out, she will bite the corner of laptops. She did it to me. It's brutal. Get down, please. You are a savage animal. Thank you, babe.
Goodbye.
Anyways. She's like, Secret and Iris and Footsteps, and she's like sneaking around.
Footsteps is the dumbest plan I've ever seen anyone have in
Yeah.
a movie, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, dream
You
logic
don't know
type stuff.
which direction they started in,
it
so
gives
you
you
don't know which way
nothing.
they're going. And
It's such a
also,
nothing clue.
you don't know how tall the person is, so you don't know how many footsteps it would take to get from room to room
Yeah.
for them. But hey,
It's
it
like
works.
It's like a fairy tale type thing.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like sneaking around, like there's like two fat German women cutting up meat, and then she like makes a little
love
noise,
that.
and they're like, whoa, whoa, 999, She keeps sneaking around. I love the sneaking around portion. It's a good third act. She's sneaking around, and she finally like
Sneaking will get you nowhere.
she ends up like behind that like veil, and there's like Albert and Daniel, or not Daniel, but the other guy.
I love that
On the other
Albert's
side.
there.
Yeah. And she's running all around.
Turns around, sees her dead friend.
Yeah. Eventually, she finds the headmistress like sleeping in a bed. She's like talking to her with a disembodied voice, and then she's like, I'm gonna show you the living dead. And they're like, the lady from the beginning, I think, that got thrown through the
I thought
skylight,
it was
or her friend.
Yeah,
could be either.
way.
But she's like coming at her with a knife, and crazy.
Helena, that's her name. The witch's name is Helena Marcos.
Yes.
I love that she's invisible and she goes, "You came here to kill Helena Marcos."
Yeah. But a lot of the stuff, like the way that this lady at the end looks with the knife, is with the part where I'm like, this is giving me some Evil Dead vibes.
I love the effect of just that white outline of the witch when she's invisible.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. The flashing light reveals her, kind of silhouette, and she gets impaled straight up in the neck, big time.
Gotta love it. And you finally see her, and she's just a classic witch. I love that.
It's good. It's really good. And then she runs away from the school as it starts to explode. And the rest of the coven die just like that guy said that she would. And she escapes into the rainy night.
She leaves, and she has a look on her face like, how do I get myself into these situations? And then the credits roll.
And then they made Suspiria 2.
Oh, yeah?
No, that was April Fool's. You got fooled.
Oh, fuck.
Should have gone on longer and said that it was about, like, her, I don't know, stopping a coven of witches from running a fucking cafe. See, this is why I didn't go on longer, because it's like, I didn't have anything locked and loaded. Anyways, Suspiria for me, I would give Suspiria an A+. I like Suspiria,
I'd like to... You go on. Sorry.
No, that's
Keep
it.
interrupting you. I'm sorry. April Fools.
I've said everything there is to say.
I'm going to give Suspiria an A-. I like it quite a bit.
A-.
I am interested in the remake, though.
I am...
Mm-hmm.
But it's like... For why? Why are you interested?
From what I've
Because for me, it's just like the fact that people are like, yeah, it's decent.
I heard this forever ago, so I could be dead wrong. I could be thinking of something else. But from what I heard, it's like all it really has in common is like witches at a ballet.
Okay.
At a ballet
Here's
school.
a
Like
pitch for you.
Okay, go on.
Not the next episode necessarily, but I would maybe like to do like Evil Dead 2013, which I've never seen or whatever, with Suspiria 2018.
That could be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't hate that.
We'll earmark the dog ear that one, because I want the next episode to be about Project Hail Mary, because I'm seeing it this weekend.
Oh, okay. I already saw it. Great.
You like it?
You'll have to listen next week to find out.
Holy shit! And then we could do something else. Like maybe like a goblin movie, like Dawn of the Dead.
Ooh, yeah.
So you could hear more goblin.
I did like Goblin.
Or we could do Saw X, or we could watch a movie that's not like that. Doesn't have to be all fucked up.
We'll figure it out.
I don't know why I'm weird like that.
I like a fucked up movie.
Yeah. So, anyways, Possession. Why did you want to watch this film?
It is just something. It's a film I've heard about forever.
Same.
I've seen, as everyone has, I think, just clips from her freaking out in the subway.
I might have seen that at some point.
And
didn't think about it till you said it, but I might have. You got a pop up?
Yeah. No, just Photoshop open for some reason. This movie's just always been on my list. I was just thinking about it before we recorded last time, and I just said, yeah, fuck it. This will be a good excuse to watch it.
Okay.
Never seen it before. What do I want to ask you about this?
You want to ask me about something?
Yeah. Did you have any... I mean, you didn't have any experience with this beforehand, right?
No, like I said, I mean, I genuinely thought it was like about ghosts or something.
Right.
I thought it was about an actual possession. It might be just dull, but
yeah,
But yeah, I didn't know that it was like this.
I'm real nervous about this one.
Why?
Because I feel the whole time I was watching this, I was like, I feel like this is a movie that Chris is gonna love.
Yeah.
Or Chris is gonna go, it was all right.
Yeah. I loved it.
I loved this movie, Chris.
I loved
it. So good.
Yeah.
Like
I said, I do need to watch it with intent.
Yes.
I had to cram a bit just because of how crazy my schedule was.
Understandable.
And we'd already agreed upon this. I was like, okay, I am obligated to finish this film under any circumstances, not ideal circumstances.
Yes.
If I were better at my obligations to this, I would probably be like, I watched this movie 3 times in preparation, but... That's not real life.
I had a bit of a tight schedule too, so I assumed I would watch this in 2 sittings.
Yeah.
And it just got me. Immediately got me.
Yeah.
I watched it all the way through like a big boy.
Yeah.
Not saying that you're not a big boy.
I'm a baby boy.
April Fools. I got you.
You got me. You're like Bugs Bunny over there.
But I think it's probably... I like when this happens in a movie when I'm watching it. And like when Heinrich is in her apartment, and she opens the fridge and he sees all the stuff inside of it, and he goes, "Oh!" and he flips backwards and he's just like flipping through her apartment and stuff like that. I was like, I love this movie.
Yeah, that was one of the first things that caught my eyes, like the combination of not just the cinematography and how it like moves, but like the blocking, like them working together. It's so perfectly like choreographed in that regard, like not just how the characters are moving or how the scene is set up, but like just the way that it like flows together. Seamlessly.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Just,
yeah. Like there's scenes where like,
oh good. Ooh, cat fight.
There's scenes where like he's freaking out in her apartment, the camera's spinning around him, and that's perfect. But then there's like the scenes where she's freaking out in the subway, where the camera does not move at all.
Yeah, and
it just knows when to use it and when not to use it. Yeah. It's great.
You know who's really good at doing the freaking out?
Who's that?
The lady. What's her name? Isabella, something like that.
It's like Isabella Johnny,
something like
but
that.
It's like It's not Johnny. It is like phonetically Johnny, but it's like French. Jeunet, something like that. She's so great.
Isabella Jeunet or something.
Yeah, sure, that makes sense.
I just don't know. I'm sorry, but she's a great actress. Like
she's so good.
The way she's even just physically jerking is very like accurate to my, like cusp Gen Z millennial brain. Seeing like just the other day, I watched a video of a man overdosing on Molly on the street.
Just for fun?
Just came across my
gotcha.
My channels or whatever. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that like she does very perfectly mimic like how the body does genuinely uncontrollably kind of convulse. So
even like a little stuff that she does,
hard to watch.
Isn't that little, but like there's the scene where she comes in and she goes, "I have to get all of his clothes washed," and she's like taking all the clothes and like shoving them in the fridge and like shit like that. She starts like doing like
put on an
this
clinic
with her hands.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's such a weird, specific movement I've never seen a human being do.
Yeah.
And it's so... like, this movie, like when we watch, like, Hellraiser and stuff like that, this movie reminded me of Hellraiser a lot.
A lot, yeah, for sure.
All the gross, gory stuff in Hellraiser, like, every now and then I'd be like, ew, gross, and stuff like that. This movie genuinely scared me, like, a few times.
Yeah.
Like, we'll get to the monster, but I think it's maybe the best creature I've seen in a movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything...
I didn't know the Eraser had baby fuck.
Yeah. You see that head?
Yeah.
See the head and don't think that guy fucks?
I didn't know the thing from The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing. Fuck.
Oh, absolutely. I'll just get to the monster right now, I guess.
Go ahead, yeah.
Like, when you see it at first, and it's just, like, tentacles wriggling, and it's just, like, on the bed, you know?
Well, I think the first time you see it, it's, like, a red, just something in the shadow. Like, it looks like something from Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like a Hellraiser-y, just, like, blood blob.
Then I'm thinking about the second time, when, like, the detective's partner comes in and sees it. And it's just on the bed. I like that it looks like there's like this semblance of a body or human form in there, but it looks like the bare minimum of what something would need to be alive.
Yeah.
Like it's so, and then
like a Eraserhead.
And then the next time you see it, I was like, oh, gross. It kind of just looks like a guy in a big suit, but then like it pulls its head up and it's got those weird eyes on the side and stuff like that. Ugh.
And then it's fucking Isabella Johnny.
Yeah, and it's got a full head of hair. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, the full head of hair is crazy.
Gross. Ugh.
So this is definitely a movie. There are so many things to sing the praises of.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm going to finish my statement. I know I started a thing and now I'm off on a tangent. But let me go off on a tangent for a second. It's also a movie that, like, for most quote unquote intents and purposes, whatever, it's like 3 actors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Super.
Playing 4 people.
Yeah, like just very bare bones as far as like, you know, there's a few things in this movie where it's like, yeah, of course, yes, I can tell the budget went to smashing cars and the creature and the blowing up of a house.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, this is like a 3-actor drama in a room movie, which is cool. It's good, and because the performances are so good, it wins. You know, it's able to cross the finish line with that. But yeah, it's like real quick. I want to go through like the overarching like plot thing, but really like so much of it is just like the meat on it of just like, you know, scenes like when he comes home from his bender and like this kid seemingly has been home alone for, it's, you know, dialed up to 11, even if it was a couple hours. But it's like, I guess if you were in that situation going through a divorce with your partner and they had like left your kid alone for a couple hours and it made a mess, like you would probably feel like the way he does, where it feels like this kid's been alone for fucking 3 weeks as far as I'm concerned. But like the movie does such a good job of like when you see him sitting there covered in shit, and, like the whole house destroyed, you're like, how fucking long has this kid been alone?
Yeah.
Which is like how you would feel as a parent coming home to, even if it were like a tenth of what you saw in real life, your mental, emotional response would be that exaggerated. Which is what this movie does really well. Is it really does a good job of like exaggerating to replicate what it actually feels like.
Yes, absolutely.
You know? Yeah.
I watched a little bit of the Red Letter Media guys talk about this film.
Okay.
And I don't usually like to like just parrot or repeat what I saw on like another podcast or another video say, but Jay said something that I really liked about this, that this movie has the, how do you put it? The emotional urgency of a song. Where he brought about like how long it takes to get a movie made and how long you have to sit on it. He's like, you could get your heart broken and then that night write a song about it. That's what this movie feels like. Is like this guy went through a divorce and then that night wrote this movie, and that's exactly what this movie feels like. And it's just like, I love that every scene with them in it, they are scring at the top of their lungs.
Like you said in that text, this is yelling the movie.
I've never seen so much yelling in a movie, and the way you said it was great. Yeah, no, it's just it's not realistic to how any of these arguments or how any of these things are, but
it's realistic how it feels.
It's realistic to how it feels. Exactly. Yeah, it's perfect.
Also,
the exact opposite in looks of Suspiria, where this is the grayest movie I've ever seen, but it's perfect. Yeah. It still looks so good, just on the total opposite end. I love it.
Plot-wise, our main character is a spy.
Yeah.
And he...
James Bond fact for you.
There you go.
Sam Neill was in the running to be James Bond at one point, and I think you can find footage of him, like a test footage of him like doing a scene as James Bond. But I think my suspicion is that he didn't get cast because he looks just a little bit too British.
My whole brain, the whole time I was watching this, I just kept going,
because of the dinosaurs.
Because Sam Neill's in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, because of the dinosaurs.
Yeah. What dinosaurs? The kids playing with?
No, Jurassic Park is a movie about dinosaurs.
Oh, I thought you meant in the Possession.
No.
Yeah, okay. So I was like, did I miss that? Because I know they were playing with trucks at one point.
I've never seen Jurassic Park.
What?
But I just know Sam Neill as...
You've also said that before to me, but that's crazy.
Guy from Jurassic Park. I know, there's so many Steven Spielberg movies that I've just never seen.
You just never seen Jurassic Park?
I ain't never seen no Jurassic. I've seen Jurassic World, but I ain't seen no Jurassic Park.
It's crazy. Why'd you see Jurassic World?
It's just with a bunch of people, and I was like...
No disrespect to Jurassic World. I'm just saying, like, if there were... That's a weird time to hop in, I feel like.
I was, like, seventh wheeling. Three other couples were like, "Do you want to come see Jurassic World with us?" And I was like, "Not really, but I guess I'll go." Was that the first
one of like the new...
Yeah, it was the first Chris Pratt one.
Okay.
And we sat in the front row, and I was all the way to the left, so I saw a big flat version of Jurassic World, and it was bad.
My guess, talking out of my ass, is you probably don't have to see the second and third one.
Yeah.
Just my guess.
I'm sure
something in my gut tells me.
I'll get around to it one of these days, I'm sure.
I've never... Maybe as a child I saw them. But anyways, so back to this film. Plot-wise, he's a spy. He's gone for whatever, long enough that she's had a years-long affair. You don't know this in the beginning. He gets home, and they're kind of playing it normal. But that night, what the fuck are you doing with your life?
Chris, it's pitch black in here.
Oh, okay. There's just a lot of noise.
Sorry.
Whoa, what an adjustment.
I love all the spy stuff, like when he's talking to those guys in that room.
Yeah.
All reminds me of anytime you see the FBI in Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Where it's like, whoever's writing this does not know anything about law enforcement or the FBI.
They're just saying stuff to each other.
Nor do they care.
Yeah. They're like, but we're not boys anymore, are we? Or do we have to prove that we're boys? Or
There's just one guy with an eye patch in the room.
Yeah.
And they're like, does our man still wear pink socks?
Yeah.
That, Chris, That made me so mad at the end of the movie.
When the guy takes his shoe off just to show you the pink sock?
Because they're running around, and I'm like, oh, that guy's got pink socks on. And then he takes the shoe off to, like, look at the shoe, I guess, and put his foot in the camera. And I'm like, I got it, yeah. But also, what does it mean? What does that mean? That's the only part of this movie I don't understand, Chris, is why that guy got pink socks.
But anyways, so, plot synopsis.
He comes home, just like The Fly, which I love.
Yeah.
They are just mid-conversations, like, oh, they're getting a divorce. She wants to leave him. And he's like, why? And she's like, I don't know, man.
And then just, he, like, rummages through his whole house looking for any evidence of, infidelity, which today would just be done on the phone. Mm-hmm. He wouldn't be rummaging through all this stuff. He would just, like, in the middle of the night, sneak over to your partner's phone and just, Anyways, but, so he's doing it. And physically, there's some more shots that are awesome. Like, when he, like, flips the postcard around, but you can read the whole thing on the back of it. It's great. So good. Heinrich is the man that she's having this affair with. Her name's Anna. His name's Mark. Their child's name is Bob.
Which is so funny.
Yeah.
Kid's name is Bob.
Yeah.
I'd like to get back to, don't let me forget the scene where they're sitting in the cafe together, not facing each other. Did not expect this movie to be as funny as it was.
Yeah.
Everything with Heinrich really made me laugh. And the bumbling detective just like running after her really got me too. He's really good.
It's good.
The only two notes I wrote down for this movie, because I was like so into it, I didn't want to like write down each and every thought, but I wrote down two things that made me laugh because I wanted to make sure I remembered them. When Heinrich comes to his house to be like, have you seen her? Because I haven't seen her. She has to be here. And Sam Neill's like all like, no, I haven't seen her. Sam Neill's, I don't remember how he gets to this line. He goes, oh, I'm sure she'd love to be with you and your yin-yang balls that hang from your zen brain. That really got me.
Really good.
And then later,
really funny.
When they meet at that bar after Heinrich just leaves her apartment.
Having been stabbed,
he's like, I saw some crazy shit in there. Samuel says, maybe you're stoned on some shit you suck on?
Yeah.
So fucking good.
It's good. And they have an interesting dynamic the whole film. They're like, obviously he's pissed at Heinrich for banging his wife. But then sometimes they're kind of working together, but then the other times they're, mostly Mark trying to just be like, fuck you, you fucked my wife. But it's just interesting how it keeps like ebbing and flowing back and forth until Mark kills him in a bathroom. Like a spy would. A very spy death at the end. I was like, damn, this guy's probably make a good spy.
Why do you get the feather?
I don't know. Because I feel like it's just a very like, visually.
It's funny.
You don't have to. You can just like, you don't even have to do it. You can just be
go,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
He goes, Heinrich, I need help. I'm not feeling well here.
Yeah.
And he goes, Mark, I am the one who is bleeding.
Yeah.
Love Heinrich. He's
so
good.
She's like, yeah, there's another guy.
Which previously the night before she goes, there's no other guy.
Yeah.
They're at that diner together. They're not facing each other. There's that weird mirror behind them. I love it. And it's so tough. Like the reason she's kind of giving him here, but also she says it to him a few times in the movie. Like, when you break up with someone, I assume you hope it's like, hey, our lives are just going in different directions and unfortunately we can't make this work.
Yeah.
I think the worst case scenario is what she's giving to him this whole movie is someone going, I don't like you.
Yeah.
Just straight up, you disgust me is what she says to him at one point. But like in this diner scene when she goes, yes, there's someone else, and if I had known he'd exist earlier, I wouldn't have had Bob with you. Oof. And then he loses his mind and 11 waiters tackle him.
Yeah. Crazy thing to say to another person.
Yeah.
So then he goes on like a 3-week drinking bender in a hotel. He like comes to all sweaty and dirty. He's like, how long have I been here? And like a lady. It's like 3 weeks. Yeah.
Also,
then,
I'm sorry. I love when they're at the diner together and he goes, I've decided not to see Bob anymore. She's just, what do you mean he's your son? He goes, oh, he'll be fine with you and your new man. I don't want to play Sunday daddy anymore. And I'm like, okay, it's a shitty thing to do, but I guess I can understand if you have a very young child and you're a spy who's gone for a year at a time. Yeah. It's like seeing your kid one day a month maybe probably isn't like the best for him or whatever. Yeah. Their son's like 14 years old. This is the oldest kid I've ever seen. You can't do that. You're in this kid's life.
It's too late. You are a dad. So he goes in the bedroom, he comes home. We already talked about it. He sees dirty kid. And
he rocks like crazy in that chair.
Yeah, well, rocks like crazy in that chair. And he basically says, like, I've decided that, like, doesn't he at first say that she's staying there and we're going to, like, parent Bob? But then she says something to him. He's like, all right, then you're getting out of here. And he, like, packs for her.
Yeah, he says something along the lines of, like, you can see Heinrich if you want, but you have to stay here. We have to make this work. And she's like, no, I want nothing to do with you. And he goes, okay.
And then she's like, call him right now. He's like, call him right now and, like, tell him you don't love him or something. And she won't.
Mm-hmm.
So then he's like, all right, then you're out of here or something. Bender in hotel, kid alone forever, rocking and rolling. Blocking is on sicko mode. Anyways. So
he wakes up, she's gone.
Yeah.
He takes his son to school and meets the teacher, who is also her.
Yeah, this is one of two doppelgangers in the film, which is
it.
Very Lynchian and also just kind of creepy and surreal and unsettling.
Mm-hmm. And then he goes and sees Heinrich, and Heinrich beats his ass.
He gets his ass beat.
So funny.
His elderly mom lives there with him, and Mark's like, "Are you fucking my wife while your elderly mom's home?" He's like, "Yeah."
Of course,
yeah. So funny. Such a funny little detail.
I don't know what it is, but I love when he calls him, and like he's not there, so his mom's talking to him, and he goes, "Is Anna there?" And she goes, "No. Oh, I love her so much. I wish they were together." And he goes, "Do you know who you're talking to right now?" And she goes, "Yeah."
Yeah,
so
it's good. Then I think he comes home and like Anna's with Bob, and they're like sitting at a little table having dinner together or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have like a confrontation. I think he ends up like hitting her.
Hits her a lot, yeah.
Yeah, hits her a lot. And then is that when she's like bleeding in the plaza, running away from him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, crazy.
Also, I mean, other than yelling the movie, this movie could also be called "Where's Your Son?" Because I love that anytime they start fighting, that kid's just gone.
Yeah,
like, which I'm sure is very real to people who are getting a divorce.
It is, yeah, it's pretty real.
The kid gets and they both use Bob like crazy to like manipulate each other in this, which really sucks.
I mean, no disrespect in saying it, but yeah, I think my parents just assumed like if we weren't in the same room for some reason, we just couldn't hear that possession was happening in the other room. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it was like that. It definitely was screaming the movie for a couple of years there for sure. And it is very much like as long as the kid's in the other room, anything goes.
Yeah. And then her friend Margaret, the lady with a broken leg.
Yeah.
Does he sleep with her?
I don't know.
Because she's like really like, ooh, give me your shirt. I think
she wants to, but he doesn't.
Okay. So he just has her over there to
help with Bob,
I guess. And then he goes and sees the detective, asks him to follow his wife.
And he ends up, like, he's the one that... Yeah, so he sends the detective after her. Then they have, like, another argument, don't they? Where, like...
It's the one in the kitchen where she cuts herself, yes.
Cuts herself, then he cuts himself some.
Yes, and I love that, because I love that she's using... They're yelling at each other, and she's using that electric knife, that carver.
Yeah.
And then she's shoving the meat into the grinder that, like, turns it into ground beef or whatever. The whole time I'm like, ooh, a finger's coming off. Or I'm like, ooh, that hand's going to that machine. But no, she just...
What were some of these moments that scared you?
Mainly the monster stuff.
Okay.
The monster really got me.
Okay.
Really got me. And then, like, for some reason, at the end, when the doppelganger, him, is there, and he's got those pitch black eyes, that really got me for some reason. Really just got under my skin.
Detective follows her to that bad, broke-down apartment where she has...
her pad, yeah.
Hellraiser man that becomes Eraserhead baby that then becomes the thing from the thing that then becomes Mark
from Jurassic Park.
From Jurassic Park, yeah. And she kills him, and then Mark, right? She kills him, right?
Yeah.
And then Mark somehow finds out where the apartment is. I can't remember how he finds this out.
The detective calls him before going in and goes, "Do you want to check it out, or do you want me to check it out?"
Okay. And then he calls Heinrich or whatever and is like, I've got her address and you don't, or whatever. But then does he end up giving it to her? Because Heinrich goes there.
I think that's later, but yes.
Okay.
The teacher comes over and says Bob's been taking naps and screaming at school.
Yeah.
So she stays the night there. They don't sleep together, but she gets naked for some reason. And he
according
also
to Wikipedia, it says Helen and Mark have sex.
Okay, I buy that. But also, I thought it was very funny when
also, so that scene where she's freaking out in the subway is supposed to be her like giving birth to the thing in the apartment.
Is it?
Like a stillbirth. Yeah, it's like supposed to be a stillbirth, but she keeps it. And she keeps it in that apartment.
Okay. What I assumed was she was already, like, at that time having a relationship with the thing.
No.
And miscarried whatever that thing put inside of her.
Which is the thing that is interesting to me, because then that adds a layer of weird incest.
Okay.
Because the baby that she has grows up to look just like Mark, and also she's fucking the baby.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Isn't that weird?
It is. It is. Yeah.
Just kind of grappling with it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
So he sleeps with the teacher, and then the boy starts screaming in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And I laughed because the way it's shot makes it look like that he's naked holding his son, and then they cut to the next shot, and he was in their ass nude for some reason.
Yeah. But yeah, and it's also interesting. She's in most scenes that I see, like in terms of her actual interacting with Bob, she's a good mom.
Yeah.
And when he's with Bob, he's a good dad. But again, it's like that, like everything in the periphery. That's another interesting thing about the movie, is like you were saying a moment ago, and I was confirming with the whole like just arguing around him.
Mm-hmm.
And they do have lines of dialogue that address it, because there's a conversation that Mark has with Anna about how, which I think is him being self-centered and selfish. But he's saying like, he literally says to her like, I don't care how good you are with Mark. You and I need to stay together for him. And the fact that you're fucking this up is you fucking him up. Mm-hmm. Because, you need to be with me for him, basically. But the way he says it, I can't remember exactly how he says it, but he says it in a way where it's like, you and I need to be together. Why are you doing this to me? Mm-hmm. But he's framing it as like, why are you doing this to Bob?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways. They sleep together, I guess, according to Wikipedia, because you're right. I do see her nipples. She gets naked in the bed.
She says something like, you don't have to sleep with me or whatever.
Right.
But maybe they do.
Maybe they do. I don't know. I'm just reading words on a page. You're looking at an image, Then Anna kills the other detective partner thing?
Yes.
Guy?
She shoots him dead.
He finds the tentacle creature, which is kind of her son.
Mark.
Also, the Wikipedia doesn't mention the miscarriage in the subway thing. That's just something that I've read elsewhere.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm not reading that from the Wikipedia. It doesn't even mention that scene. Unless it mentions it later, maybe. I don't know.
It does happen later.
What?
The miscarriage.
Yeah.
Yes, in the movie. It happens next time she comes home, I believe. But Mark gets home, finds a package on the door that has a film in it from Heinrich. That's her being mean dance instructor.
Let me see. Let me look this up really quick. Yes, the creature in possession is understood to be the monstrous supernatural child and eventual lover of Anna. It is born from a spiritual miscarriage following the traumatic subway scene.
Okay.
It serves as a manifestation of Anna's trauma, which I guess makes this movie like the Babadook.
Oh, yeah. But, it does come when she's after you see her monologue on the tape and then in person, where she's like, the two sisters of fate and chance meet, but my chance can't understand fate, and fate can't account for chance.
And then later on, she's talking about, she's like, do you believe in God? My faith is in that apartment, or something like that. She calls her son the faith, or the creature, I guess. Interesting. So anyways, finds the tentacle creature. Heinrich. See, I've seen this. I remember seeing this, but I don't remember this part. It says Heinrich leaves Mark a film reel.
Yeah, that's
that
what
shows.
I'm
Okay, yeah.
She's like it's a dance instructor. She's being mean to a kid, and then it's her talking about the two sisters of chance and fate.
Right. So that footage must have been from earlier of the miscarriage thing, I guess. Then. Yeah,
the miscarriage. Yeah. After he watches the tape, she comes home and tells him about the miscarriage thing. Which that part scared me too. I forgot to mention it earlier. But when she's thrown up and shots coming out of her ears or whatever.
She's throwing it down that bag that has milk in it, I think.
Mm-hmm, that really got me. It really got me.
Yeah. So then she also shows Heinrich the apartment with the creature and stuff and the body parts and whatnot, which is Hellraiser-ish. The fact that she's feeding this creature people.
Mm-hmm. And it's so scary when Heinrich sees that thing. It's so scary, but when he immediately can't see it and he's flipping around. Yeah. So funny. So funny immediately.
Yeah. So she stabs Heinrich, but I loosely use the term escapes.
Yes.
Into the street. and calls Mark and is like, "Come to me."
And Mark's like, all right, stay there, bleed out for a bit, and then I'll get over there.
Yeah, he does say, "Oh yeah, Heinrich, bleed for a while," or something like that. Yeah.
And oh yeah, no, yeah, that's right. He gets the address from Mark because Mark's like, oh, there's got to be a third guy.
Yeah.
So I want Heinrich to go find third guy.
Yeah. Which is, again, one of those moments where, like, sometimes they're, like, pally chummy, and then other times they're, like, he still wants to be like, oh, you think you're such a good lover? Well, she's got a third guy. So it turns out your yin-yang balls aren't all that, you know?
And then Mark, instead of going immediately to Heinrich, goes to the apartment.
Which I feel like it'd be a good, and it works in this film, but generally, like, that's a good dynamic I would like to see. I can't think of a time, maybe I'm an idiot who hasn't seen it 70 times, but like that, like, you know, I have seen it a few times, but I do like, what I'm trying to say is I like that dynamic of like the guy who's banging your wife and you're supposed to hate him, but then you guys end up kind of, you know,
being friends.
Being friends. Yeah, that's good.
I think that's a big point of what was it called? Pete Holmes had a show that was loosely based on his life.
Did he get cheated on?
Oh yeah, his wife cheated on him.
Whoa.
Then they got a divorce and became friends. In the show, he becomes very friendly with the man his wife cheated on him with.
Damn.
Anyway, Mark, instead of going to Heinrich, goes to her apartment.
Blows it the fuck out.
Before blowing it up, he sees all the stuff in there. And I really like that this whole movie, he's thinking about his wife banging Heinrich. He has to go on a bender for 3 weeks in an apartment, and he's rocking like crazy in a chair, and he just can't keep his shit together. But as soon as he goes into her apartment and sees a dead guy in there, he immediately is like, oh, I can handle this.
Yeah.
I can fix this. I'm a spy.
Yeah.
I can fix this.
Yeah.
Her and I are going to be fine.
Yeah.
I can handle her killing people. That's something I can deal with.
Yeah, this is my world. I get this. Yeah,
and so he's immediately on board.
Yeah.
He goes to the bar to find Heinrich, and I think it's really funny that Heinrich is bleeding out, but he's playing pinball in the bar.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
They have a fun little scene together in there, and then he goes back to the apartment and blows it up. Comes out, that lady is just ecstatic that this place is blown up.
Yeah, she says something like gaslight, avenge them, or something. I wrote it down. She says, where is it? Where's this shit at? Yeah, she says gaslight, avenge them.
Love it,
and then she says something else after that.
And then, okay, he pulls up the apartment, comes home, finds Margit. Love that shot where Margit's coming out of the...
Yeah, he also, kills Heinrich in that toilet room. Anyways, but yeah.
It comes. I love the shot of Margit coming out of the elevator all dying and stuff like that. It looks really good. Then he finds her home. He's talking to her. She's like, make love to me in the kitchen, and they do.
Yeah.
And then
they're banging out crazy style.
She's like, well, when Bob wakes up and Bob's like, what's up? You called? And she's like, okay, I'm going to go to Margit's house, close the door. And he goes, is it in the house with you here? And she goes, yeah.
So then...
Also, a good part that made me laugh with her backtracking to when the first detective was in her apartment.
Yeah.
And she's trying to give him wine, and he just won't have it. And it's before she stabs him. She, like, drops a bottle, and she goes, oops. Broke. It really got me.
Fucking Mark walks in on her having sex with the tentacle monster.
Yeah, he's totally fine with it.
Hey. What are you doing, Gigi? What are you doing? Continue.
What is she doing?
She's looking at the counter like she's about to just pounce up there. Like there's something up there she wants bad. I'm trying to stop her from doing that. Okay, she got distracted by something else. Continue. Tentacle fuck sesh
at Margit's house.
Yeah.
And then from there... Oh, yeah, he was on the phone with Heinrich's mom, and she's like, where is his soul?
Yeah.
I know he is dead, but his soul is not here. If you find it, will you come tell me? And for some reason, he's like... I
see it in your eyes.
Yeah, for some reason, he's like, yeah, I'll come and tell you if I find it. He comes and goes, nah, I didn't find it.
Yeah. And then she killed herself with pills.
Yeah. Also, Heinrich has a wife and kid back in Cincinnati, which is really funny. And then his...
Second time Cincinnati's come up recently. It's a Baby Keem song. He's put out a record called Casino on February 23rd. And so he's got a sexy song where he says something like, I met a freak from Cincinnati. She's 5'4" with Margiela tabbies or something like that. I was thinking about Cincinnati.
So wait for it to come up twice, yeah.
Got a band that I like from Spoils. I'm friends with them. They're put on a record April 10th.
Shout out Spoils. Shout out Cincinnati.
Shout out Cincinnati. It's a cool place. I was listening to some of the other bands that they're playing with recently because Spoils like put their song in the story post, and I was like, "What's going on with Cincinnati? Is
Cincinnati the new
place to be?
happening place?
I think.
I doubt it.
I think. Have you been?
But you're right. You're usually right about these kind of things.
Anyways.
The spies come back and go, you gotta work with us.
Yeah, one more mission, Mark.
And he's like,
they literally say to him, they're like, it'd be a waste of all the spy talents you got. Like,
and he's like, I got some stuff going on.
Yeah.
And then he goes
I'm in the middle of some shit.
He goes back to Margaret's house, and his spy friends are there. And then so he gets in a cab and puts a gun to the cabbie's head and says, back up full speed, and crash into that cop car. And I love the cabbie shrugs and goes, my pleasure, sure. And then he does that.
Fair's running, though. So.
And then he does that. And then the cops immediately just light him up, and then 4 cars explode. And then Anna gets away, and the lady's body comically flops out of the trunk.
Coffin flop.
Coffin flop. And then he runs away on the motorcycle and just crashes for some reason.
Yeah. Earlier, I think it's after he sees his wife having sex with the creature. There's a scene where he's just like riding his motorcycle and he's just yelling into the wind. Yeah. Very good.
And I get it.
Yeah.
And then he crawls up a big staircase to heaven.
But then Anna shows up with his, or Heinrich, but I think it's supposed to be his son because it looks exactly like him.
Yep, the big monster
so it's
thing.
Be.
It's his doppelganger, and she's like, "Isn't this cool?" And he's like, "No, it's not."
Yeah, and at this point, she's like so happy to have found him and be with him, and they kiss one last time. Mm-hmm. And then she gets shot a billion times by the police.
Mm-hmm. And then she shoots both of themselves through her back, which is a crazy move.
And then the doppelganger escapes.
He sees that lady and he goes, "Hey, can you shoot these cops when they come up?" And she's like, "Yeah, no problem, man."
Yeah.
And she gives him like a fireman's lift up through the window.
Yeah. And then he goes, I would say kind of home to Bob, because like the doppelganger that looks like the mom is home with Bob, and now the doppelganger looks like dad is coming home. Mm-hmm. And then it gets Lynchian as fuck in the last 2 minutes.
It really
like,
does.
The kid just starts like repeating, don't open, and like runs upstairs and then like submerges himself in an already drawn bath. And then like the lights just keep flickering on him for a second. And then there's a shot of like Anna's doppelganger and Mark's doppelganger. And it's mostly her face, and the light just keeps flashing on it.
And there's like a war sounds happening in the background.
Yeah.
And I love him on the door in the background, just like dancing on it.
Yeah.
And then it's over.
Yeah.
Something I'd like to point out, don't know what it means, but it's a lot of doppelganger stuff. Margaret, the friend, has a cast on the whole movie.
Yeah.
When he's going up the stairs and he gives that woman the gun to shoot the cops, that woman also has a cast on her leg. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It's just something that I noticed.
Okay.
The guy also has pink socks on. Kid drives himself in the bathtub, looks at the camera. Movie's over.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I owe this film a attentive watch, but I did love it. A+. But I definitely owe it an attentive watch.
I would also give it an A+. It is a very upsetting movie, but for some reason, after I watched it, I'm like, I would like to watch this again as soon as possible. I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So that's a wrap. Calling it here. Next time around, Project Hail Mary.
Mm-hmm.
And
I can give this any thought. What are your feelings on doing... No, we shouldn't do a James Bond. It's like my one job, is to think about... It's one of my 2 jobs, is to
just
talk
a movie
about
you
one
watch.
movie and then talk about another movie I want to watch.
Yeah. Nothing's come across your channels recently? You ever seen the movie Twister? I've never seen the movie Twister.
I've seen Twister, yeah.
You liked it?
I also went to a Universal theme park
Based on it?
Twister ride, yeah. And I remember we were like walking around the park, and someone was telling us like, you're gonna get like really wet on the Twister ride. They got like a rain machine, and you're gonna get drenched. So like before we went on there, my family we stopped somewhere and bought a bunch of ponchos, and we're the only people dressed in ponchos there, and there was like no water at all. We looked like fools.
April Fools.
April Fools. How would you feel about Looney Tunes back in action?
Sure. Ain't never seen no shit like that, so sure.
You don't seem too thrilled about it.
No,
it's not a good movie.
It's a good pairing. Yeah. I've probably seen that one. It's Space Jam I'm thinking of. I've never seen no Space Jam.
Gotcha.
But yeah, let's do that. That's the lock.
Okay.
It's Project Hail Mary and Looney Tunes Back in Action with Brendan Fraser.
Perfect.
And that's A Mattress of Man.
See, it tricked you. I pulled an April Fool's joke on you.
You really wanted to watch Space Jam?
Oh, Looney Tunes Back in Action has a James Bond in it.
Oh.
And he plays James Bond, so I got you. We're watching a James Bond movie next week. Fooled you.
And if you listen real close, I thought he'd stopped recording and I let a little fart out.
If you need more soup, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, or go to our website, eatingsoupalone.com. And until next time,